Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Monday edition of Rasaji Speaks. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend as we go into the last day of June. Tomorrow starts July for the second half of the year, and really hard to believe, right? In the core middle of that snake, right? Don't forget about Master David's music class today and let him know that Lama G sent you and say hello. Our subject matter today is embrace the fire and let go of fear. Embrace the fire when we let go. According to Bole Baba Kijay, Bole Baba Kijay, boom, boom, boom. Sleep is the little death, and death is the big sleep. Wherever we look today, it's all around us. Wars going on, this and that, and family challenges. I know I was in the hospital having a small procedure the other day, and I hadn't been in a hospital room except to visit my mom a few times, my sister a few times, and I'm thinking about going on. I'm listening to the moaning and groaning of the people that are there. And, all the glass buildings, all the apparatus, temperature turned way down, almost freezing, scared of infection. More infections come from hospitals just about anywhere. It's almost a self-defeating proposition to almost put anybody in a hospital. We have a hospital in Lamasery. It's going to be very, very different. You can guarantee on that. But the fear is everywhere. It's rapid, right? The only thing to fear is fear itself. Great president said that, right? Remember who that was? Only thing to fear is fear itself. It's key. When you wake up in the morning from the little death, the sleep, most of the most negative thoughts and fearful thoughts and anxious thoughts of the day happen the moment you come back to your conscious mind. Lamaji has got it then after getting up, using the bathroom, getting some fluids in me, some nutritional products in me, helping me wake up on an alkaline level. I go right to the fire. And for 1 to 2 hours, I will spin with the fire burning through my aura, and I will watch fears, negative thoughts, everything that's trying to keep me from doing my task of the day get burnt out of the auric field, that 4D body. It's amazing to watch it. It really, really is absolutely amazing to watch it and to observe it. You burn it long enough, and you'll even feel tension begin to leave your body. That's like the next stage. And in the third stage, you'll notice that your neurosystem, your nervous system, and your chakras have been initiated, and you will absolutely then begin to feel eradicated with energy. About an hour and a half into working with fire, here comes Rasaji, God's joy. The joy return. And scripture says joy is of the saints, and only they can put it on. Peter says, let the noonday sun arise into your heart. You see that fire in Lamaji's aura behind me? Isn't that interesting? Fire that's glowing over a picture of the Ganges in India right now. The fire around Lamaji. Isn't it amazing what spirit can do? That's to let you know who I am and what I have come to bring you, life eternal. That's right. There shall be no more death. Fire in the malas, fire in the mala garlands are the key to take control of death. Sometimes death is even pushing our spirituality. Do you know that? Do you know you can do too much and go too far and too fast with your siddhas, with your siddhi yoga practice? And once you open up that 4D and 5D consciousness, you can't sweep that back under the carpet. Master David and me have been warning people in our group for all of 4+ years now. You can push the table. And they say, oh, I don't need mala beads anymore. I'm talking to this entity and that entity. And I said, really, do you know what entity you're talking to? Right? Don't need mala beads. Funny, you wore them just fine for 3 or 4 years. And now let me get this right. You don't need mala beads. And it has a 5 to 10,000 year roots. Interesting. Don't want to do that. And of course, most of these peoples just don't want to follow any rules or any regulations or anything to do with the circle of Qi or our teachings of Tai Chi Gong. And they want to try to present to me that it doesn't come from ego. How many times have Lamaji told you over the years, blend ignorance with arrogance, and it is a nasty, nasty combination. And it takes a lot to humble yourself before that. We have a saying in Tai Chi Gong, whether we're doing our sadhanas, we're doing the movement of Tai Chi Gong, we're doing pranayama, start, go slow. Start, go slow. To some of these people, this means start, go wide open, hit the accelerator, go. And then they're wondering until one day they push it just a little bit too hard and too far. And the next thing you know, Lamaji's getting emails. I'm getting texts, I'm getting phone calls. They're burning up Sister Lynette's phone. They're sending Master David's emails. Help, help, help. Because what I've opened up, I can't undo now. It's hard to sweep unconsciousness back under the conscious rug when you've opened that can of worms. There's a reason, an important reason that you initially come into this world and you don't see 4 and 5D. Because number one, it's not all pure, especially in 4D. But of course, the ego and the hubris mindset that people possess sometimes tells them 4D doesn't exist. Really? Really? 4D doesn't exist. Well, if 4D doesn't exist, you'd probably only need to eat about once every 5 to 10 days. You'd probably only need to sleep once every 5 to 10 days. And that means you would be a master as evolved is our Maha leader, which is Master Lama Boyang, the Buddha, Lahir Mahasayer. I call him Lamaji. To me, he's been my mentor this whole life now for over 55 to 60 years. Over 55 to 60 years, and I'll have people who've been with us 3 or 4 years, and all of a sudden they know everything. It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. It's about 5 years into training where people make a serious decision. Are we presenting the light of truth? And is the lineage of 3,300 years real? Right? Or can they humble themselves and understand the reverence of God? See, I'm still learning. I'm a Lama. I've been called Little Lama since the 1980s. I didn't think that I would become a Lama in the 1980s, but that was my nickname, Little Lama, by the Lamas in Tibet. I didn't know. Only had a glimpse of like one, maybe two incarnations by that time. It's in my early 20s. And I already knew. And I'd asked and had it validated by the lamasery, which it was. Because we do everything by a system that was created by masters and lamas who came before us. And we honor and we respect that. It's important to do that. But I got to tell you, buddy, howdy, the fire and the mala is how you trim away at death urge. And I open with Bole Baba Ki Jay's statement. I'm going to close with the Eternal Father's, Simple Father's statement. And that is, how do we conquer negativity? How do we conquer fear? How do we conquer death urge, Simple Father? And he just smiled, and he smiled like a Cheshire cat. He says, Little Lama, you just outlive it. He didn't say you go hide from it. He didn't say you sweep it under the carpet like it doesn't exist. I've been around long enough to watch the people who push the plate. They push it until it begins to push back. And if you don't humble yourself before the Lord, He'll have some lessons for you. And not all of those lessons are sweet, nice, and syrupy sweet. Not when it comes to Shiva. Shiva's always got the upper hand. And part of his job is to humble us before the Lord. Humble yourself. Release your arrogance. Release your ego. And embrace the light and the love of the divine. As we say in India and Tibet, Baraka Bushad. May the blessings be to you and to your glorious. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Tuesday's edition of Rasaji Speaks. Don't be late. God bless you all.